actually have.
Oh wait, I thought I saw your cat.
You've done so for both, I believe.
Hold on, I'm looking through the selfie land.
I believe I put something in there.
No, I think you've only shared your cat. Your cat is.
No, I
Oh
did.
no, no, you are. Yep. Okay, cuteness confirmed.
I definitely have.
That was ages ago.
It's okay. My brain just remembers things.
No, I just did not realize we've been playing this since August.
Well, that is both true and false. We've
Yep.
had like 4 sessions.
Yeah, we got
You
married.
took a month break with the marriage and the wedding, yeah.
All right, let's do this thing. Um,
Holidays.
Before our next month break for the honeymoon.
uh, Mr. New Player, would you like me to use your real name on stream, or would you prefer for me to call you something else?
Oh, you can call me by my real name.
Okay, cool. All right.
First and last, please.
First
No, I'm just
and
kidding.
last.
I'm just kidding.
the comedian
don't forget
known
to add
as.
the security number.
Plug my socials. Thank you.
All right, at James Etchison, can you tell me what your character does? All right. Hello and welcome to Ilderon. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight, and everything you're going to see is going to be live storytelling. There are rules and stuff that dictate kind of like how we go about doing things. But the cool thing about this game is that the story can go in any direction, and we all build it together. For those of you unfamiliar, we are playing in the world of Ilderon. It is our homebrewed setting. There is a website and a bunch of lore and a wiki about it. Go look at the last couple videos where I do all tidbits and stuff about the world. The wiki is being updated. We are transferring the entire wiki from the fandom to the official Ilderon site. And that process is currently ongoing, so www.ilderontales.com, spelled like however you see it in the titles, and you can go to the website and read all about the world and the setting. If you're under the age of 14 and you're watching this, stop and talk to your parents because you're going to see content not appropriate to you. With all that out the way, let's get into a recap of last session. Last session is just a YouTube video on repeat of Krishna kicking a chain dude in the balls for 45 minutes, and then we peaced out. No, I kid. Not too far off. This group is currently on the continent of Cedal, in the nation of Red Axe. They came to Red Axe for a festival, and before the festival could start, there was a attack by a pirate ghost ship that sunk multiple ships in the harbor, and the party has been investigating it and finding out that there are more strings tying these ships together as far as people working against each other under subterfuge and sabotaging each other. The party currently is investigating one of the captains of a ship that was sunk, the captain of the Ivy Wilter, and the captain's name is Captain Enaman. She is a greed demon who, through fortune, has come to control a large section of town. The party has found that she gained control of this section of town as it was offered to her as collateral, and ill fortune had befallen each of the people working with her that caused her to seize the Ivy markets and this whole section of town. As the party has looked further into her affairs, they have found all types of other ties leading to Enamin. They were investigating the church that is within her territory, and within the church, there was a secret dungeon beneath it with various prisoners that Enamin's crewmates had locked up for all untold reasons. One of interest to the party was a man by the name of Philoril, who knew Krishna's father. Krishna, I believe he gave you some tiny bit of information. Let me check my notes, because I do not remember what it was. Well, I have the ending part of your quest. I don't know what he gave you, because I took notes that he got kicked a lot. But I think between the frothing rage, he said something. Matt, what do you remember about your father? So I don't divulge too much. Matt, are you there?
Yes, I am. I had my mic muted. I can't remember because I sustained a head injury.
So, what I know has been given to you guys as players. I'm going to bring you up to date on this storyline. Krishna's father went missing, and trying to investigate what happened with him, you guys found a note in one of his pockets that he was meeting with somebody at the Violet Lizard. That was a bar here in Enamin's section of town. When you went there for other reasons with Enamin's crew, there was a patron who said he'd seen Krishna's father eating or dining at the Violet Lizard multiple times. That man's name was Philoril. Through other investigations with the goblins, you guys found out that Krishna's father was working with the goblins, and it was believed by the goblins that they screwed over, that he screwed over the goblins as when they moved, packed up their mining operation and relocated to the city, and they were believed to start this new contract. He disappeared and stopped reaching out to them, leaving them kind of...
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll come back to you. So that was most of it. Oh, and the final thing of our last session. Lyra, you guys prayed to... Oh, it's under your prayer for Matt.
There's no part there.
You prayed to the statue of the Blight Mother, the three figures of Gindenthel, for guidance, asking what happened to Krishna's father, Belmore. You were told he was betrayed by one who lusts for coins, and ones who are controlled by their greed. Lyra, you had a question for the Blight Mother, and I told you we were going to start on that for the next session.
Yeah. It was the question was the secret I gave up was like my pact and everything, and like the things I do to sustain it.
I have it recorded, and I have the answer.
Cool.
So let us jump into it tonight. All right, it is currently the 4th of Servant. It is the midday, going into the long stretch of the afternoon. The party is in the secret halls of the Ivy Basilica under the town of Farport and the Ivy Markets. Standing before the statue of the Blight Mother, Lyra, you and the chapel priestess Skos are the last two remaining in this chamber, as your secret and your prayer burns in the altar before you. A wind is going to put out the flames, the crumbling parchment smoldering and smoking. The smoke itself seems to bend into a whisper that reaches towards your ears. You hear a reply just on the distant low echoes of the chamber. The question to obtain sustenance is one with many answers to be fed. Seek the one from the depths who raises the dead.
Okay.
Skos is going to take a moment to meditate on those words. And she turns and says, "The Blight Mother has bestowed her wisdom. Is there clarity in your search?"
Yes and no.
She's going to nod and say, "There are tales of ancient moonsingers able to craft souls in ways that others have never came close to. Knowledge of those moonsingers is littered all across these shores, from here to Crimson Keep."
Alright.
Skos is going to give you a small bow and gesture towards the walkway out of these unholy grounds.
Sure. I'll follow.
How do you spell Skos?
Scoss.
Oh, I guess that. Nice.
And her title that you guys know her of as is Gore Chanter, Skos of the 2nd Legion, I think. Second deployment of the... I'll have to check my deep notes for that one.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. She'll lead you out of these chambers, and with the rest of your party, as you guys have trespassed into the innermost sanctums of the Ivy Basilica, her hospitality is being revoked. And out of the generosity and your connection to Captain Eneman, she has not tried to kill you guys. She will escort you guys to the back beyond the secret wall and into the regular pews and holy room of a chapel, words escape me. Above ground of the Ivy Basilica. There is only one gnoll left here chanting at that red orb that stays... Oh, this isn't a art map. That's a battle map, in case we fought there. Otherwise, well, it was an option.
Okay.
Otherwise, what do you all want to do?
So- Okay. Did we end up finding her dad?
Not yet.
Okay. So, great.
Matt, did you catch the last piece of info? I had it under Krishna on my sheet rather than you. Or not Krishna, Lyra. It was with the Blight Mother.
Laya?
Yeah, like, yeah, there's no R.
Oh, sorry, Laya. You asked a question of the Blight Mother about Krishna's father, and she told you he was betrayed by one who lusts for coins, controlled by their greed. It should also be worth noting, not Alariel, Jiol is still with you guys. She was waiting for you out here. She is a bodyguard sent by Alariel.
Hey. Told by greed.
Geel has seen some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, this pointing towards Captain Inaman
Yeah.
is like the very like obvious what it's supposed to be doing. Or that's the very obvious. Okay, they're talking about the greed demon. Don't know if that's correct, but it definitely puts suspicions on Captain Inaman.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions or you want to give me a direction, I can point you someplace. Otherwise, Skos goes about her duties here in the Basilica, and the one remaining knoll that is still upright stares at that glowing orb and just a little bit of drool pleasantly dripping from its jaw.
you could definitely use a scene change.
Yeah.
Now, do we try to confront Inaman, which sounds like a really difficult idea? I think we're still in her good graces, although she hears about what we just did, then maybe not so much. Alternatively, we can try to raise up support against her, because a lot of people in town are not happy with her. We can try to do some sort of action against her.
Well,
I don't know if we want to make her a full-on like antagonistic yet, though.
Yeah. Like, I feel like we could try this way. Maybe some of her closer confidants.
Or we can also try to find another, if it wasn't talking about Inaman at all, and it was just trying to lead us into being against Inaman.
True.
well, I guess can we head back to the tavern that we were in?
Galina's night.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. Dungeon Master loading for a second. That's in session 3 notes. I see. All right. I didn't put this in a section of town, but I'm pretty sure it's in Dog Spring Pier. So let me just put Dog Spring Road here. Yeah, you guys can head back to Galina's night. I'm sorry who's ever dying. Hope you
It's still me.
oh, stop dying. Hope you feel better.
It's not that I feel bad, it's just I think that my lungs are permanently like this now.
Oh,
You get used to it.
It's not great.
But you guys are able to make your way back to Galina's night. You had some pretty nice accommodations here.
Yes.
I don't know if your organization is willing to foot the bill for you forever.
I've been paying.
Okay, I thought they
Like,
gave you guys a room for free.
they did not. They gave us like food, like
Okay,
one
okay.
time for free, but that was like a one-time thing, and I've been paying ever since.
Yeah, if you have a room here, I'm not going to charge you anything extra until tonight. So yeah, the bartender would keep the bartender in the tavern would keep your room available for you until the evening. That said, I don't think you ever got the name of the people here. But you are aware that they have been giving you little clues and hints to help point you in directions. So do expect that your words are being watched. But otherwise, you guys have some amount of privacy finding a corner here.
Yeah, if we can go into the room for privacy, I would prefer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
E.
Well, I've been gathering a bunch of the information,
Mm-hmm.
and it definitely does point towards Inaman for the most part. There's just two things that continuously bother me. And that's Alarel and Raster. They're both involved.
But
But-
how?
Exactly. Having their connection to them, to Inaman, is been impossible to fully solidify. Even to that point where Raster was helping push out diamonds through the Magubiak guys.
McLeb.
This-
Or whatever.
Glim
the
Black.
Goblins, yes. Glim Black, yes.
Blick. Yeah, you know.
Just keep making noises, you'll find it.
Yeah,
make the
eventually.
most goblin-like noise.
Glimblick. McGimblick. You know? But there was no direct ties. There was only one place where we didn't check to see. Which is unfortunate for Krishna's father. And there's also still the large gathering of Wonderkin. No offense. Hope.
Okay.
Geo is there too.
Why is Gio here?
Her job was to keep an eye on you guys to report back. And she's going to speak up and say, well, I mean, it makes sense that Lady Alaril's so involved. She's the purpose giver of Farport. She is an advisor. She helps people do better here, and in turn, Farport does better. Everyone would know her, and she would know everyone.
Sweetheart, she's not involved in the way of, you know, she's helping people. She's involved in the way that she directly sabotaged Galiter on purpose.
I think I need to go find a shiny coin for Gio to chase after. I don't think Gio needs to be here for this conversation.
Jill is going to shake her head at that and say, you should talk to Alaril. Things make more sense when she explains it.
That's because she's persuasive and a good liar, as is the purpose of her position.
If it doesn't help Farport, why would she do it?
She's a greed demon.
Alaril is not the greed demon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's Inaman.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Personal benefit.
Gio, where do you specifically come from where you believe that people's hearts are entirely good?
She's going to say, my parents came from the Walkwater Wilds. Had a desire to see the far edges of the world. Lady Alarel helped them get set up here in Farport.
So it's not that. Okay, so you like her because she helped you and your family. That checks way more out
Yeah.
than just naivete.
She's gonna say, I'm not naive. She's a nice lady.
No one's a nice person.
I'm just like kind of like put my hand behind my head, scratch it, kind of blush, like, yeah. There aren't. Those are few and far between nowadays.
Krishna just spent the last 45 minutes kicking a person in the dick that was handcuffed, alright? Like,
That's nice for a Red Axe citizen.
Yeah.
my
He
point.
enjoyed it, which is the worst part.
Why did you continue then? You know what? That's your personal life. That's between you and him. I don't need to know. God. No. There's always an ulterior motive, always something to gain. Right now, I don't know what it is they have, but they're working towards something.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, the ways in which they were betrayed does make sense towards Coin. Because that was your thing, right, Hope? It was Coin?
Yeah.
It was for Coin. Which makes you think about Greed Demon, because, you know, stereotypes.
Right.
I guess stereotype is the wrong word, but
I mean,
trope, I guess, trope?
prejudice, something, yeah.
Prejudice would assume that it's inherently wrong.
That's okay. That's fair.
A
Anywho,
demon of greed is a demon of greed, you know, for
Yeah.
a reason. But that being said, Rastro's definitely making money plays if he's been using his position to smuggle out money. It might be Rastro, and we might just be looking at this wrong. Now, I, honestly, at the end of the day, don't have a side that I'm rooting for. I don't care if Inaman is correct, and I don't care if she's innocent. Do you guys have a preferred person to win?
Not really.
Because right now there's a game being set up between the two of them, and one of them's going to take the fall.
I think Inman should take the fall.
You just don't like her?
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
Jiol is going to shrug and say, I mean, if she really is making predatory dealings, she shrugs and says, there can't be anything wrong with bringing that to light.
Is her dealing wasn't necessarily predatory. It was, again, and I cannot stress this enough to you, Jill, explicitly sabotaged by Alarel.
Jiol is going to say, I think we're just going to keep going around this, almost like she pulls out a silver coin, a coin, and circles, like.
But this isn't a question. This isn't an opinion. I have zero opinion on either of them, and I understand that you have this bias towards Alarel. This isn't a speculative thing. This is something that we have actually found out. You were there with us through every step of the journey. You questioned yourself, and now I see that you've doubled down on your previous biases to protect yourself. But that's not always the best thing.
how about we do what we're going to do to Enamin for Alaril 2 and what we would do for Alaril to Enamin. We can make a detailed list of our complaints and the issues and the questions that we have and let Alaril answer them, and we can make a detailed list of the same issues and let Enamin answer them.
We have
the Farport way. That's
Oh,
not going to really do well.
do you guys have issues with Inaman?
Not that.
Like actual complaints?
No.
You, Krishna?
Not that I can remember.
She took my food away. Back when we met her.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and chalk that up to no. It's not like we have complaints. You're thinking of this so personally, Jill, and I need you to not. And I'm because none of this is personal.
Okay, Jill is going to take a moment. She's going to breathe in and out and say, okay, I don't know, Lady Alaril, and let's say she didn't help my parents. And I'm just some sword-loving, coin-hungry guard of Farport. I still think she's afforded the same rules that Raster applies to everyone else. I mean, it's not like she went against the consummate or anything.
What defines going against the consummate?
Undermining the Crimson Legion, refusing to allow the temples of Gindenfell to practice within your city walls and your settlements, not supplying a representative to the Alliance, not aiding in naval matters of the Alliance.
Okay. No, she certainly has done any of that. She just fucked over Gleader and his influence.
I'm gonna give the party a free intelligence check. DC 11.
Okay. Ooh.
No, 19.
Oh, Laya, 19.
Double 19.
Do you want to roll for Krishna, Matt, or do you want to? Oh, 19. Okay.
We're smart out here.
Krishna,
Jill, go sit in the corner with me. We're the stupid corner.
Laya, you are going to have two realizations. One, Geol was not set to watch and report on you guys. She was set to watch and report on Gleader, and Gleader got rid of her by basically logic arguing, debating that she needed to go with you.
Forcing
guys
her on
in this
us.
Investigation. Yes. That said, the leader is also the representative of the Axe Alliance for Farport.
Got it. So Alorel was spying on Galiter, and Galiter shoved them off to us after learning she was suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
At which
Um,
point,
That
Yeah.
was not new information to you guys. That was just a couple sessions ago, just Dungeon Master saying it's in your characters' minds. And that pings when you said Alorel hasn't undermined the Alliance.
well, and I want you to really think about this, Gio. If Alorel is all the things that you believe her to be, why would she need you to spy on Galiter, and why would they undermine him? And at that point, I would like to, without verbal and somatic components, cast Detect Thoughts and focus it on her.
Okay. She's going to say, I will let you cast that spell. She's going to say, is this where I'm still pretending I don't know Alorel, or is this where I do know her and work for her?
Is that what she's saying, or what is she
says
thinking?
that out loud. What she's thinking is, I'm very confused. Which way am I supposed to think about this? Those are surface level thoughts.
Think of it as how you are. You work for Alorel.
Okay, so I do work for her and I do like her now.
Mm-hmm.
So give me 2 seconds as I have to think of both her internal thoughts and I have to think of her out loud thoughts. Geo, not out loud thoughts, out loud words. Geo is going to say, I still think she has Farport's best interests in mind. I see her being nothing but faithful and helping Raster. What's that Misty Step for?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's
Jimmy,
James
go get
testing out stuff. Yeah.
I am
That's
so
fine.
sorry.
No,
I
you're
was
good.
I was trying to figure out how to deplete spell slots just in case. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. In Alorel's mind, you are going to hear her say, I mean, it generally is a better place since she got here. I mean, I don't get to see what they're always talking about, but it's better.
All right. So, knowing that Raster is corrupt, knowing that Alorel is helping them, you still believe it's best for her to take over.
She's gonna say, "Who said Raster's corrupt?"
You know, the fact that we have the evidence of him using other pirates to illegally, ship out diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
We did this investigation with you.
You were there.
It has been a long time since we did these sessions, so I will pause the session to make sure everybody has all of the information.
Okay.
Raster is not using pirates to ship diamonds.
No, not pirates. They were using the main Blimblek people, working with Krishna's father to not pirate, but what is the other word? Smuggle diamonds.
Bootleg.
Raster owns Farport, and he has found a deposit of diamonds. He is trying to hire somebody to mine them out for him. The people who have been mining the diamonds have been going missing. the
Yes, but
people
this,
are bidding on a contract, and that's what you guys have been investigating.
no. We specifically had evidence of him smuggling because we went through his documents, found that the worth of the documents didn't match up with the weight of the ships, found which ships those were. They were from the McGimblick crew. We went and talked to the McGimblick crew. They said that they were working with Krishna's father and Raster to ship out those diamonds under those false pretenses.
And again, I'm saying there is there is some misconceptions that have been drawn here, because the goblins have not worked with Raster yet. They have come to Farport so they can mine diamonds, and the people that they have come that set up the deal for them have disappeared before they could start mining diamonds. The ship that went missing on the southern coast, that was attacked by pirates, did not have a diamond shipment in it. That was attacked by the Shiver Spine pirates.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about with the Shiver Sign Spirits and that deal with the Galeator. That's not what we're talking about. We specifically went to Raster to look through his bookkeeping to find things that didn't match up to show like signs of smuggling, which led us to the Gemblek people because they had uh, previous like documentation for that. That's how we got here. Like this isn't connected to the Shatterspine deal. The Shatterspine going after the boats that Galeator had were a different thing entirely, because the Shatterspine people learned about that because Alaril talked too loudly around them about that specific shipment. That's completely different than what I was talking about with Raster.
Okay.
I mean, if
so
we
you're
want to,
talking about the cargo records of the Storm Treader and the Glimblick, and they ran shipments that were too light for their load.
Yeah. Well,
And
too heavy for like what they were saying, because they were like, "Oh, it's like food but it gets us this much." But that was the whole thing. Yeah.
yeah, so Raster keeps notes of everything coming in and out of the port. That is information that you guys cross-referenced from Raster's notes. That's not information that Raster gave you guys. So Raster's notes say one thing. The information you guys cross-referenced gave you that extra information. And you also got information from the Magma Lash, the Sapphire Albin, and the Grim Eye on that. And that's where I think the misconception is. Raster's not falsifying any ledgers. The things that were officially submitted to him, because he owns the port, is different than what your guys' investigation has revealed.
We got all the information from his office.
Well, I will. I don't want to like do any more of the minutia. I will let the session go on as it is. I just wanted to clarify everything that I have in my notes that I had given out, and I may have misspoke, or I feel like I was being misinterpreted when I was giving this information. But as far as the information that I had, I did not want if you guys believe Raster is corrupt, that is an assumption you can hold. That was not something that I, as a dungeon master, was trying to inform you guys of. But I will allow you guys to proceed forward with that. If that was a misspeak on me, I do own that and I do apologize. But I just wanted to set that straight.
I'm sorry. Like, I know miscommunications like happening, but this is like the
That was the
information that
whole.
I've been carrying, like, for a while.
Yeah, that was the whole reason why we went to the goblins in the first place.
Yeah, because that's where we went to get that information from. Was specifically him and went into his office and got stuff.
Yeah. So where do we
I
go
mean,
now?
I can answer more questions about.
I don't want to be combative. Like, if
Yeah.
that's like not how it is, it's fine. I just have to think about this differently now.
Yeah.
Those records, for whatever it's worth, the only other person who has access to those records other than Raster, is Galiter, who did retrieve them for you guys. He led you guys there, and Raster showed you where the key was.
Okay.
And it is not a unfair assumption to believe that there is some issue going on with those records. That is intentional. The thing that I wanted to make sure was certain was everybody in that palace has equal opportunity to have fudged them.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not necessarily on Raster.
You think it could be one of his underlings?
No.
Mm.
What is the relationship, Jill, between Raster and Alarel?
Jill is going to perk up and say, "Oh, they like each other. Galiter hates it."
What do you mean by they like each other? Like, they hang out? They're dating? Like, what is this?
Are they doing? Like, what do you mean?
Jill is going to put her hands in front of her mouth. In her mind, you hear her say, "Oh, I've said too much about their talks." She's going to shake her head and say, "It's mostly professional. Lady Alarel tells him ways the port could be better. He pushes back on some of them that she is too idealistic, but you know, we're from the Walkwater Wilds. Idealistic's our thing."
Does she have any, like, different thoughts in her head as she says that?
Jill is thinking. Jill is thinking, I don't want to implicate her on doing anything not illegal that she hasn't done.
Okay. Alright. Okay, that's interesting. Anyone else have any questions for our dear friend Jill here?
So it's just been strictly professional, like is it only just work talk, but there's nothing like extra they talk about outside of their lives?
Jill is going to say, even if there was, at what liberty am I to discuss it? Krishna, you can roll me a free insight check.
Yeah.
Sure, what's she thinking, though?
Ooh.
God
Um,
damn it! Like,
She is thinking that one conversation I overheard could call the whole Crimson Legion. Krishna, Geo
Yeah.
looks uncomfortable at this line of questioning, and it's probably not nice to press her on it.
Don't
Don't be fucking rude.
Krishna. Laya taps you on the side and hands you a slip of paper that had her exact thoughts on them.
oh.
Do, do, do.
I retract my statement.
All right.
She's going to say, "Good. Cause Farport's a pretty nice place to live, and I'd hate for it to be anything other than that. I like it. Good sunsets or sunrises."
Mm-hmm. So I turn away from her and look at the rest of our party. So I think from this conversation we can kind of see that our options have changed.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the Alaro power grab. Galiter trying his best to keep what little power he has left. And then the scapegoat of Inaman.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything we have pointing to Inaman is tangential and nothing direct. Which is a lot easier to make look that way.
Yeah, she definitely seems under the bus, but I'm okay with her being under there.
Well, this comes into our own aspects. We know that Captain Inaman is being pushed underneath the bus and about to be ground up in the wheels of the wagon.
On a side note, is there a bus in this world?
There are carriages with multiple people who ride on
Okay,
it. And
she's
ferries.
under the carriage.
Yeah.
She's under the carriage. About to be ground up in the wheels.
Well, yeah.
Is there a play that we would like to make where we can have her indebted to us?
Mm.
Because I'm a pretty greedy woman. I would like that.
I mean, one method would be taking out her possible, like, dare I say, assassination of her rivals.
Well, I don't think we have to do all that. I think right now Captain Inaman doesn't know what's about to happen to her. And we do. Because at the end of the day, we're the one that's been collecting the information to bury her.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to pull the trigger and bury her? Or do you want to have her instead of Alaro? Because one way will make an enemy, and one way will make a friend.
Yeah, we're basically judge, jury, and execution at this point.
Where do you want to side?
I prefer to make a friend, but I don't know about that friend.
Yeah.
Either way, we're making a friend and an enemy.
Yeah.
It can either be Enemin's the friend or Alaril's the friend.
I have a personal bias against Inaman. It is incredibly petty.
Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have zero moral issues throwing this person who is completely innocent of this crime underneath the bus. I just want to make sure you all do as well.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Looks like we'll have to speak to Alarel on this in private then.
Yeah.
Jiol, dear, would you be a doll and have that set up for us by tomorrow? You might want to go report back today.
Jiol is going to nod and say, "Okay, finally, I'm released officially. I can tell Gleader you said so."
Yes, go for it.
And I'm going to tell him and Alarel of what we found.
You're not going to tell him of what we found. You're going to tell Alarel that we need to speak, because what we found is the shit she set up. But we're willing to work with her, because you've sung her praises so highly.
She's going to nod and say, "Yes. You'll be good friends, I'm sure." She's going to nod and look towards Hope and say, "Thank you for the coins, and I hope our paths cross again."
Alright, I need to go downstairs and collect
Godspeed.
some letters. Just in case we
God.
got killed there, I was planning on burying Inaman anyways. So I'll go downstairs and collect the letters that I had sent out that was going to be sent out tomorrow morning.
Before Jill leaves, she's going to say, "If you ever need a sword, you know where to find me."
Yeah, I'm glad
Yes,
we were
dear.
friends with Jill.
We're friends with Jill, but she has to also go set up the meeting with Alarel.
Yes.
And she's going to
Because
nod and walk off.
Alarel's in a pretty precarious position.
A passing thought that you hear, Laya, as Alarel is leaving. "Oh, good. It would have been so rude to fart in that room with them there."
Oh, Jill's something.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. I'll go get my letters from downstairs before they get sent out.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You are able to collect them. The seal has not been broken on them. And I have it labeled the captain's letters. I'm just going to cross that out on my sheet.
Alright. So,
What is the game plan?
that's what I was gonna ask of the party.
Oh.
So it looks like we're siding with Alarel on this issue.
Mhm.
What exactly is your guys' goals, and what do you want to get out of this?
Mine's obvious.
I'm just kind of here for a good time.
This is just fun for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't blame you.
I haven't been around too long, so I'm just getting experiences.
That's good, at least.
Hmm.
Alright. Well, I suppose just prepare yourselves for the meeting. Hope that it goes well.
That's me.
And we don't have room here to maneuver. We're just gonna have to double down, even if she turns out fucking crazy, which is my bet.
Well, then I guess we kill.
I guess I'm not fucking killing her.
Yeah, good luck.
You can
It'll
try.
take a lot of kicks.
Probably.
Look, it's not even whether or not I could kill her. It's, well, then I have to spend the rest of my life being hunted down by the Axe Alliance because I killed one of their fucking top members. Which, I'm a sneaky lady. I can't sneak forever.
Oh, with that attitude.
Not with any attitude.
Oh.
So I did miss it. What was the game plan from here?
I think we're just going to go talk to Alarel. Like,
Okay.
try to do it privately. Confront them that we kind of know that she's been fucking pulling at the spider's webs, but also willing to fully work with her about it. Because we don't really care what happens to Inaman.
Alrighty. So I am going to send you guys to Raster's palace. Geo has a bit of a advance notice on you guys. As you guys climb the winding.
Oh, and how much is it for the night?
Oh, you are not asked to pay, but this is a very nice place. So hold on, let me pull. I believe it's 4 gold a night.
Yeah, that's what I remember it being. Okay, I pay it.
Okay. You're reserving the room for yourself.
Well, no, because we were taking the night to do that, so we could have.
We'll talk to her in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
shit.
You're talking to her in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, so we could have
At
shit
their
and spell
quarters,
slots
yeah.
prepared in case we have to run the fuck away.
That's fair. Yeah, you guys did just have a combat today.
Yeah.
All right. At the top of the morning, then head towards. I'm assuming the first thing you all do is head towards the palace.
I have nothing else to do.
Okay. Give me 1 second to pull out my D100s because I actually haven't used them this session, surprisingly. All right. Heading towards the towards Raster's palace. Climbing the roads of Farport until you are overlooking the different sections and
Yes, my children. I understand that you are hungry. You have 20 minutes. I believe in your abilities to hold out. I really do.
overlooking the different sections of town that the different tribes have settled in. You guys have been here before, and there is a standing order from Raster's guards to let you in. Just as many of them that are half-orcs, or orcs are also Wonderkin.
Yes.
And they will bring you into that lush waiting chamber with the small library and the that's almost set up as a stage in front of the bookshelves. It is a small room. Above you is that balcony that Alariel looked on with your guys' meeting with Gleader last time you were here. A wood table before a small stage and a back room lined with bookshelves that that go to the whole height of the first floor. In there, sitting at the table, you are going to find one person already waiting for you. James, are you there?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, am I at the table?
No. I'm asking if you're at your microphone.
I'm at my microphone. Yes.
You, as your investigation has pushed on, asking questions and tracking around, you have tracked the whereabouts of Alariel to Raster's palace, asking for a opportunity to meet with her to get any preliminary idea of what she's up to. You have been made to sit and wait. As one of the Wonderkin set you in this room and shuffle off, the chair is much too large for someone of your stature. Within minutes, they're bringing another group in here to sit around the table with you. As each person of the group walks in, let me first ask you to describe your character and what she looks like to us.
My character is a small, dark-haired wonderkin. She has insectile wings, much like a bee's, and she's wearing a black and yellow dress. She's carrying a book, a tome even, and her eyes, I can't tell what color they are, but they have eyeshadow, much like a bee.
Yes, bees and eyeshadow.
They all have them.
Great combination.
It's very bee themed.
Yeah.
Three ladies are going to walk in,
Very serious look on her face.
escorted by a Wanderkin. Taylor, would you give us a quick description of Hope, or more specifically, James, a quick description of Hope?
Yeah. Let me refind the picture. Okay. Why is my picture not on my character sheet now? It was a second ago. There it is. Okay. Hope is a younger wonderkin as well. Short brown hair, glowing orange eyes. Looks fairly humanoid otherwise. Little about average height for a human female.
Okay, and Aloe, can you give us a description of Laya?
Yeah, you'll see a slightly older looking goblin woman. She's dressed in very nondescript clothes. She has a cloak over most of herself that covers a lot of it, but you can see just flashes of metal underneath lining around her waist as she's walking towards the table to know that she is armed, though she appears to try to set up a defenseless looking face and posture. She has little piercings in her ear and a very soft smile on her face.
Okay, and Chris, Matt, can you give us a description of Krishna?
Yeah. Basically, average height. You're looking at a human half. Oh God, why am I blanking? Half elf, human. About a young adult female with long black hair and different hair. Was it herochromic eyes with some scarring underneath one of them? And she's got that kind of sass about her.
Okay. As you three are led in here, the Wonderkin escorting you is going to say, Jill argued on your behalf, but Lady Alarel is very busy. She's bundling her meetings today. If you will, she'll be with you momentarily.
She'll be with us momentarily.
All right. I look across the
Gosh
table
darn it, Taylor!
Too easy.
at the strange person across the table. Just go, oh, I didn't realize we would be having this meeting with somebody else. The
Nor
name's
did I.
Laya. Nice
Well,
to meet you.
Greetings. My name is Jamie. What brings you to see Alarel?
Oh, nothing big. Just little bits of private investigation she has us doing.
Interesting.
Yes, nothing to concern yourself over.
Laya,
Little
give me a
Espen,
deception check.
What? Alaya has to lie? No way.
Alaya. Oh no.
Oh God! Double that one. Double that
Oh,
one.
that one. That's 1 of 400 right there.
I won't make you roll for it. Jamie, like you have been finding out, this Alaril, a cloud of suspicion follows her, and even the people seeking after her.
Much like a cloud of bees.
Just like a cloud of bees, exactly.
I say,
Yes.
honey, I don't buy that for a second. I don't think. You know what? I'm not going to use the honey pun. I don't like that one.
I guess you could
Descending.
say
It's like a
we're-
waitress at a southern restaurant.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna give the side eye.
Okay. As you guys are waiting here, it's only a moment before Jill comes in, and she's
I hate all of you, by the way.
I love this new party member.
I am having to mute my mic every 5 minutes because I am just laughing at the dad jokes in this chat. I best
appreciate
be
you
going.
All right, sorry. Serious stuff. we have a big meeting coming up.
As you guys are waiting, Jill comes rushing into the room, and she is going to say, so I tried my best to get you a meeting with her alone, but of course she was always doing 100 other things. Don't be mad. I didn't bring up any of your as she becomes alert as the door opens, stepping into the room with you guys. Let's see. I want this. Stepping into the room with you guys, Portmaster Raster Ortis is going to have a stack of ledgers under his arm, and Lady Alarel is going to walk in behind him. He is going to be the first one to speak up and say, I hear you found discrepancies in my records.
That we did. Yes.
He's going to put them on the table and say, I can assure you I've searched all those for who would defraud this port. We provide the best living on the far coast of Cedal. He brings up the records of the Stormtreader and the Eglimblick. And he is going to say, these were the ones that I lent you when you were last within my premise.
Yes.
He turns and looks.
I'm sorry, my starving children are begging. I must go feed them.
That was just too perfectly timed.
We can wait if you'd like. That's funny because I heard that. I thought that was a player of just like no.
No,
Do you,
no, my
Very
children.
sound effecty cat noise.
do you guys want to go on without Aloe and just pick up, catch her up when she gets back?
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. Can I get the name of the greed demon again? I'm not.
Enamin, Captain
Enamin.
Enamin. I will share.
Oh, the demon's the captain. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the captain of the ship.
I was looking at the journal and I saw.
Insomni made her hot.
Yeah.
Turn.
Oh, my
Oh, wow.
God.
Hello, Art.
Wow. I'm on her team.
Yeah, I've been seeing that
Yes.
picture before. Hello.
Yeah. Insomni's goal is to make all the NPCs of this campaign hot. We got hot goblins, hot pirates, hot orcs, hot demons.
That bartender is uncharacteristically hot.
Hot bees.
Hot bees. They're all hot.
I guess you can say that's going to be a very. Oh God, I'm going to hell.
I don't know where that was going.
Wait, no, that's where I'm trying to become.
She made me really hot. I told her to make me fat, and she was like, "How about hot?" And I'm like, "All right, I'll take it." You know what? I'm a biased person. I enjoy the hot.
As Raster,
I guess you say we're all in a sticky situation here.
as Raster puts the documents on the table, and he starts thumbing over them, and he's going to say, "I can." He stops on a mark of ink and says, "These have been edited since I added them to my archives." Alarel is going to say, "I told you, you can't trust him."
Trust
Raster is
who?
going to grab the he's going to grab the ledgers and storm out of the room. Alaril is going to sit at the table and say, "All right, let's hear it. As you know, time is short, and there are many things in Farport that need tending to."
All right, I'm back. My children are no longer starving to death.
All right. So
Thanks.
Raster took a look at the documents, said, "These have been edited." Alarel said, "I told you can't trust them," and then Raster stormed out, and that's basically all we've done so far.
Trust
okay.
who?
Why is the Inaman hot? Okay, good to know.
More importantly,
I do not
make us feel sympathetic by making her hot.
I do not canonically make cat noises like hiccups. All right, that's false information. All right, whoever said it, they're a liar. And
And who is this talking anyways?
Sorry.
Okay.
Alarel is going to gesture to Geel, who is standing alert near the door, and she's going to say, "Child, you're not needed here. To your posts." Geel is going to bow and say, "Yes, ma'am," as she leaves the room.
So many questions.
She told her to buzz off.
Okay. What did she ask before that? I missed it.
Alarel?
Me too.
Yes.
I'm going to limit everybody to one bee pun every 10 minutes.
Okay.
For
Oh,
focus.
come on,
You
For short rest.
You get
You know-
one every 10.
start
You know we are
taking
just
damage
buzzing
again.
with ideas.
All right,
That's
there's your
yours,
one.
Mike.
Here's the
Or-
cooldown.
Sorry.
I
that
beat
is-
Mike!
my brain is farting. Anyways,
Clearly!
Alaril asked you what did you request this meeting for?
Oh, we have come and requested this meeting because we think that we have finally come to a conclusion about the strangeness surrounding the lone siren incident in the harbor, which is what I'm saying out loud. In her head, she will hear, "We understand that you had a hand in it. We have no love for Enderman. We'd much rather see you in power." Because there's a new person in the room. I'm not just going to say that out loud.
Yeah.
Can you link this feat?
Telepathic?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. 5e tools. Feats. If you're asking whether I can hear her back, the answer is no.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I will go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts without verbal or somatic components, so I will be able to hear her for this time, for this meeting. Message, this is the full thing of what it says on the page, and then this is the website if you'd rather see it on the website.
No, it's fine. Just click the but you answered the main thing I needed to know. At which point, she is going to say, The interesting thing about the tides of power in this town, they always seek to shift. But, like always, they follow wherever the coin's at.
Much like jail.
She says that out loud, or does she think that?
She says that out loud. She has no way of knowing that.
Whether or not,
Detect
Yeah.
thoughts.
yeah.
At which point she'll say, I assume you all have interests in the affairs that are happening within the port, and I can thank you for your vigilance of the incident of the Lone Siren. It was a terrible start to our festival.
Mhm.
Yes, of course.
What are your goals as individuals with your time here in Farport? She looks at Hope and says, I've often been seen as the giver of purpose, but if ours already align, then my gifts could be of greater use to others.
What's she thinking in that moment?
In that moment, I think her surface level thought is, what's going on here? I'm not about to be set up.
Got it. Hope you got an answer?
I assure you that our goals do very much align right now. After doing a little bit digging around, I believe our goals very much align.
And she's going to say, I need to hear you speak it first.
What am I speaking?
Whatever your goal is as a character. That's why I asked you to prepare
Okay.
for this.
Well,
Like,
okay.
I knew that this would be the response.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna look her straight in the eye then and say, my goal is just to explore, to gather more experiences,
And you
see more world.
explored many of the stretches of Ilderon. You look as one who's young in the eyes and ears.
I have not explored nearly as much as I'd like to. Just a corner of the world so far.
And what do you think of this corner?
It's very hectic. There's always things going on, but it's very lively.
Amongst the nicest of the places you'll find on these shores of demon worshippers.
That I am sure.
Curious, only place in Ilderon that I've been where they have such a embrace of this culture.
Now what's she thinking when she says that shit?
What are they up to?
What are they up to? Got it.
Yes, I've heard much about this port throughout my short wanderings. And so I had to come by. And it has been very eventful since I got in here. So I am very pleased with Farport so far.
And the rumors you've heard of me are...
Well, my good friend Jael has much good to say about you. She has filled my ears with most of the rumors.
She's going to smile. Double bless you.
That's you.
She's going to smile and say, you're young, and there is much to learn, and many opportunities for you here if you wish to dedicate yourself to them. if a place amongst our my brain is just
Ranks.
farting on me. Nope, not ranks. There is
Okay.
a word that is tried.
Retinue?
No. Nope, it's a Ilderon word, and I'm
Oh
not.
no.
I'm
Oh, no, it's gonna
not
be
gonna
spelled weird.
Oh
lessen
no,
my
a made up
brain.
word.
Yondar, that's it. That's what I've been trying to remember all night, because I've been doing the other campaign, which has Navidars, which, yeah, Yondar was the one I've been trying. She is going to say there, if you seek a place amongst our Yondar, I can ensure you'll have space to grow in our circle.
And what would that entail, being a Yondar? I have not heard the term before.
Hope, do you speak Old Tongue?
No. I
Okay,
speak
cool.
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish.
Um,
Unless Elvish is Old
she'll
Tongue.
say a Yondar, as they call it. It's a tribe, family, those who you're responsible to. Many called together for a singular purpose and work towards it.
Yeah, I'm going to nod and a little bit understanding, say, I've never had a family. That could be interesting to see.
Eh.
And your friends here? Would you be interested in a similar offer?
I am not opposed to the offer. I just want to make sure justice is distributed correctly. I don't really need to be introduced into the family. I'm not going to be around for it for you all for very long anyways, especially considering the disparity between our lifespans.
She's going to shake her head and say, nonsense. The fact that your flame is fleeting is what makes it all the more beautiful and meaningful.
What she would have heard in her head while I was saying is we have no love for Intamin. We understand what your goals are, and you're much more preferable. I like the guile and the tact that you have shown. I'm a very greedy woman, and I would not sacrifice that. It drives me. That being said, I need magic, and I know they have much of it. So when they fall, I want to learn.
I'll tell you what. I will offer you all the chance to answer to ask any of the questions of burning curiosity that you have, to fulfill your desires, to find purpose, to join our ranks at the most intimate levels. For such access, though, I will first need you to prove your dedication. There's a murderer running loose within our port, and I wish to see him captured and shipped off to other waters where his yoke won't soil the others. If you can track down this man, I've convinced Portmaster Ortis to issue him a pardon, to have him on a ship soon to the other side of Cedal. He has gone missing from the eyes and ears that I have as a simple advisor within the port.
What's his name?
A man by the name of Dowie.
I was gonna say that.
You're going to kind of see Krishna breathe a sigh of relief.
Now, that being said, that is not all we want. One of our members has a personal task at stake. Krishna, would you like to tell her?
Yes, no, my father had some dealings in town, and well, he's gone missing. Especially after, what was it? Raska had some dealings with my father.
Raster.
Raster.
Your father's name is?
Oh god, did I write it down? For one.
Dad. Dad.
Pops.
Hold on, wait.
That's
Let me
fine.
go
Yeah,
kick
yeah.
Philoril in the nuts 5 more times. And maybe he'll tell me my dad's name.
My dad's name.
My dad's name, Dad, my dad. First and last right there.
Oh no, I never wrote it down either.
I didn't.
Insomni screamed it. I don't know if you guys could hear her. She said
Nope.
Belmore, Belmore, Belmore.
Belmore.
Oh, yeah,
I would've
Belmore,
made
Belmore.
you
Here it is.
roll
Found it.
a DC 4 intelligence check for it. She's a nicer Codium than me.
I found it. It's Belmore. Your dad's name is Belmore. Just say it across the table.
God damn.
Hope says it out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now that's okay.
She's going to pinch her eyebrows and say, unfortunate. The person who could give us more insight as to where Belmore has been was unfortunately murdered by Dowie.
I will bring you his head.
I've been
We're trying to keep him alive.
Yeah. Wait a second. We'll bring the rest of him too, but we'll also bring his head.
We'll bring his head still attached to his neck, still attached to his body, still attached to his
They
legs.
definitely said they're pardoning. Okay? Calm down. Sorry, keep going.
she was gonna say, I've had my Yondar look into this Dowie before he disappeared.
Well, we
How will
knew
we
that he
find
was
Dowie?
operating in the area. And we also know that if we ask around for him, he'll come to us. We were given that warning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Excellent.
Would you happen to know of any good axe shops around town? I have an axe to grind right now.
You're dying to ask that question.
I thought it was
thing.
just bee
Not
puns,
fucking-
but no.
Alariel is going to say, Galiter collects weapons. I could have one lifted from his personal armory.
Blended.
She's going to look Krishna up and down and say, a hand axe?
Give me a halberd.
Why?
You can lift the halberd.
Why?
You do not have proficiency in halberds.
No, I don't. No, I want the.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Personal vendetta.
No, you're not allowed to kill him.
Oh, come on. I can't chop his legs off.
No!
No.
We need him to be useful other places.
Fine. I'll take a hand axe.
Doesn't mean you can chop off his hands either.
Or kick him in the balls.
You can kick him in the balls. That's fine.
Okay, maybe
You can
once.
operate after being kicked in the balls.
You should get a ball peen hammer.
No, where do you think the act was going?
It's more of a ball
No,
axe.
you're not allowed. We're
Um,
not going to mutilate this person, please.
Jamie,
We do have a cleric.
Yes.
You're making this so hard.
Yes.
She is going to turn, talking to the,
B.
talking to Jamie. She
Yes.
says in Sylvish, and the offer goes the same for you. But I'll warn you, your queens don't have as much sway here.
Okay.
Queen bees.
The queens. Yeah. So have I spoken to Alorel before?
You have not. This has been your first opportunity that she's met with you.
Can I attempt to so she knows where I'm from though.
One look.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I I figured, you know, I was stick out like a so I don't want to drone on and on, but can I try to make a deception roll to try to convince her that I'm here to work for her, or
Go for it.
yeah.
Wow.
She's
Nice.
going to
Trying to
say,
join the Yondar.
just like everyone else, then you were wise to leave the wilds. Bring me
Yes,
Dowie.
I hate them.
Bring me Dowie, and admittance to our innermost circles is yours.
It shall be done.
With
I'm gonna
that,
lean it over. Be like, I think the bee's coming with us, guys.
I guess they are.
Um,
Jamie.
With that, she's going to stand up and walk towards the door and say, I would advise all of you not to speak of what happens in these innermost chambers. For your own
Of course.
safety.
My lips are sealed.
What conversation?
And then I say,
Don't we do
cheerio.
She's going to smile, nod, and walk out.
I can't think of a good honey pun for this.
Yeah.
You're
Just
past
the
your
last-
10, Taylor.
I didn't make one since the rule.
You made 5. Oh, okay. Since the rules.
Since the
you
rule,
made
since the rule.
5 before. Okay.
Yeah, no. Just a last little thought in her head of this. It will be a pleasure working together. We'll accomplish many great things, and that's all. Boom, boom. All right. So, Jamie,
Yes.
I suppose you will be tagging along with us, unless you would like to hunt Dowie on your own.
But
I think I could use the help hunting this Dowie. He sounds pretty murdery.
Pretty
A little
murdery.
unhinged, yes.
Indeed. Now tell me, what are your particular specifics and skills?
It's an interview now.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah,
I'm
make
sorry.
sure you're a good
What's
worker.
your character's name?
Laya.
You're Laya. Okay, gotcha. I'm
The-
going
the-
to
the slightly older goblin woman.
transform into Laya
Oh.
using disguise self. Just like a copy of her to show off.
Interesting.
And say and then I'll say I can do a lot of things. And then specifically, I'm going to tell you I'm a Pact of the Tome Warlock, and I can do a lot of spells and stuff, and I can fly.
We have so many spellcasters. All right.
Yeah,
Oh.
I wanted to fit in.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
We-
Well, I won't be asking what you've made a pact with. It's not my business. It'll
What
be nice
class
to
is
have your own
Krishna
place.
again?
Huh?
What class are you again?
I'm a ranger.
Oh, okay, cool.
With the Hilbert.
With the Howard. Oh yeah, did we get that hand axe? Or is that later?
No, she's sending someone for it.
Okay, cool.
We need to be
I
trained.
say we
for
wait
that.
here for the hand axe.
Okay, good to know.
So what do we know about this Dowie?
Well, we know that he is a particularly famous assassin, and he's worked for some very shady people, including
He's a human
The
male
Ruby
that we can
Shadow.
bait out.
You guys have
Let's bait him.
one scary note that you can choose to share with Jamie.
Yes.
I think it's pretty prominent that your characters wouldn't forget it, so I'm going to give it to you on an intelligence 8.
Oh, I have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you choose to share it, you can.
Yeah, that we killed the Ruby Shadows sees Malith. And the Ruby Shadows continue to hire him even afterwards.
Mhm.
And the Maliath is like some Moon Circle Shadow Collective thing.
Okay. And you said he killed the leader of that?
And killed the Miliath, whatever that
the
is.
Milliath. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That's what I have. Was that what you were speaking of, Dion?
Yes.
Okay.
And I would let Jamie roll the same history check everybody else had the opportunity to on the word Miliath, if you so wish.
16.
You've had a little bit of an opportunity to investigate. Yes, you've heard of the Ruby Shadow. You have found more tangible stories about them than on substantive rumors, believing them to be a real thing. The Ruby Shadow being a collective of powerful merchants that lead the Ruby Alliance, a merchant alliance, and they orchestrate murders, kidnappings, and other things to keep their competitors constantly a step behind the Ruby Alliance. The Miliath is often referred to as the hand of the Ruby Shadow. The Miliath is the person who makes their will done in a region. The Ruby Shadow is worldwide. Miliaths are regional crime lords. Very powerful ones, and oftentimes their identities are never known.
Until it's too late for that person.
So is Dowie the new Milliath?
The party does not. Are you asking that? Are
I'm asking out loud.
in character or
In character out loud.
Okay.
So was Dowie trying to become the new Milliath, or was he hired for somebody else?
He was hired by the Ruby Shadows, from what we know. If that's the role he plays, that might be as such, but I'm unfamiliar with the exact intricacies that the Miliath has.
So how do we bait him out, do you think?
Like I said, if we are seen asking around for him, he will come for us.
All right, let's do that.
Gotta make a nice honey.
How confident are you in living being stabbed by a famous assassin?
Ow.
I'd say like 30%.
That's
Then
pretty
are
good.
you sure that that is the route in which you wish to take?
To get closer to a well, I believe that's the route I'm going to take. What do you, if you're all with me, you know, I'm a little soft skeletoned, you know.
Yeah.
I'm an older
We
lady,
can
so I'm a bit frail.
we can take him. It'll be
We
what is it?
can
5
try.
against 1?
There's 4 of us here.
Yes. 5 against 1 because God's on our side.
His guns on our side.
Which god in you particular are you speaking about?
Hold on, I've got her in my notes.
Hello, other me. Constantly forgetting how to do my own greeting. How you doing?
There's just
Oh no.
Excellent.
Oh, it's 5v2 now.
Oh boy.
I knew we were screwed, but we have an axe.
I think with the
Hitting an
axe,
axe.
Honestly, I'm fine putting my money on Insomni. I think she got it.
yeah.
I have shielding and healing magic. We'll be okay.
Mhm,
I mean, we can
mhm.
always just give God the axe, so.
Well, if you would all give me time, I could try to do some investigation on where he might be.
Sure. I mean,
That would definitely help.
Let's set a trap for him.
well, I mean, we are saying his name a lot, aren't we? Already kind of doing that.
I mean, we're in a private room with only ourselves, so. And
I mean, you don't
F-
know what
F-
I could
allies.
press to digitate a voice that says Dowie really loud in the outside, and maybe he'll come see what it's all about.
he's not a dog that's going to come hear his name and run up.
Dear Dowie,
Maybe he would think you won a prize.
I don't think he would. I think you're underestimating him a little bit.
Look, you know it's bad when Christian has the voice of reason, alright?
This is hope, but okay.
Oh, never mind.
Wow!
Hey, look.
Christian
Me
just
telling
wants
the
to
difference in
behead him.
people's voices, impossible, alright? I can't do it.
Okay, noted.
As you guys are talking, there is going to be a knock on the door before it opens. Stepping into the room, Galiter is going to be followed by Geo, and he's going to stop for a minute, looking at Jamie and say, "Oh my God, they're multiplying." Anyways,
I'm gonna cast mirror image.
do you really?
No, it's not worth a spell slot for that joke.
Yo, we have a
Geo,
meat shield.
Geo has a wrapped, huge weapon. He's going to say,
Oh my god.
Oh God!
"That woman owes me a favor now." He gestures for Geo. She's going to bring and put the halberd down on the table. He's going to say, "This was Orfather Thyleon's halberd, wielded on the island of Okatir, and the first naval, and some of the first recorded naval campaigns against the city-states that would become Alona. I would say nearly priceless, but the Okatirans believe that a weapon loses its value when it is removed from battle. Amongst my collection, it is the finest halberd I have that can see and still meet blood and draw blood. Bring it back in one piece."
Oh,
How
that shit's
heavy is
breaking
it?
instantly.
I want to watch Krista pick this up.
Krishna, you're not proficient with heavy weapons.
Nope.
It is unwieldy.
What's your strength modifier? -1?
Oh god.
Why did you ask for this?
My keyboard just crashed.
Do you guys want to pick up here next session? And
Sure.
you guys.
I still want to see her pick this up. I
Yeah,
want to see
I
her
know.
take this out of the
I'm
room.
trying to alt tab out of the program.
Oh,
we
no,
do
no,
like a-
You don't have to roll anything for it, Krishna. If you pick this up, it is heavy. You don't know how to wield it. It shows in your stance. You can spend time learning how to use this. It will take a long time to add the proficiency if you don't add it on a level up with the feat.
I feel like she's going to drag it out of the room, and that's going to like get. Like he is going to stare daggers at it the entire time. Don't do anything wrong to this halberd. She just drags it out of the room.
Yeah, just like a child drags a blanket.
Does Krishna drag it?
Oh god, no! I'm gonna show at least some respect.
Okay, yeah. You can lean it on your shoulder and wobble out of the room with it.
Yeah, like kind of try like mount on both my shoulders.
All right.
You're
will
squatting it.
give you guys the opportunity to plan in your chat group. Congratulations, you added a new party member. Matt, I'm taking direct control
It'll be a great time.
of your notes document. Right now,
Fair enough.
I'm not writing this. On your character sheet, I need you to put 3 pieces of information. And I'm going to tell you 2 of them, and I'm going to let you be the player for the 3rd. So you already know Belmore is missing.
Is your yes?
You have asked what happened to him and who knows anything about him. And Alaril has told you that the only person who would know something about where your father is was killed by Dowie. You know Dowie killed a Millionth member.
Mm-hmm.
The Millionth run the Ruby Alliance. So your 3rd piece of information as to what happened to your father is up to you as a player to speculate. But that is in your notes document now for you. So next session, you and I both won't be scratching our heads of what I've told you and what I haven't told you. I am adding my own notes to my document, and if I have to recap next session, I will, because
That's okay.
Yeah. That said, we're gonna end right there and plan our next session. Our next session is going to be on the 19th of February. And
Yes.
we will rock it then. And I'm going to stick around for 30 minutes after the session.
I will be here earlier